If you dance, I'll dance. And if you don't, I'll dance anyway. Give peace a chance. Let the fear you have fall away. I've got my eye on you.
Through this glowy makeup look. I always start with brows. This is the Refi Brow Sculpt in the NYX Brow Pen. Now I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown color corrector for any darkness or discoloration and a little bit of NARS concealer to lift my eyes. For lashes, Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara always, and bronzer is focused on my cheekbones and jawline. I love using a cream blush on the high points of my cheeks and adding some freckles, and now I'm setting it a little bit with some banana powder, but not too much because I still want a glowy look. My favorite step, this is my go-to ColourPop BFF2 lip liner. It's like your lips but better, and I'm just blending that in and adding some clear gloss. I've been obsessed with highlight. It makes me feel like a fairy, so I'm adding some to my cheekbones and around my eyes and on my nose. And that's gonna finish the look. It's super glowy but super easy. Let me know if you guys have any questions.
This is a step-by-step makeup tutorial for beginners. Start with a clean and hydrated face to prevent patchy makeup and to give your skin a flawless makeup base. Then apply a primer to help your makeup stay put all day and last longer on your skin. Then go in with foundation. Choose a foundation that matches your skin tone and apply it all over your face using your finger. Blend it in with a damp beauty sponge, or you can use a brush. Make sure to get your hairline and your jawline. Apply concealer to help brighten your face and to cover up any dark circles. Use your fingers or a beauty sponge to blend it out. Use a setting powder to set your concealer so that it doesn't crease or move around on your skin. Next, you want to apply blush. Place it at the apples of your cheeks and blend it upwards towards your temples. Then define your eyebrows using a brow gel to fill in any gaps in your eyebrows. Then add mascara to your lashes to lengthen and lift them. Then use a setting spray to get your makeup to last all day. Lastly, apply your favorite lip gloss or lip liner, and that's it.
Get ready with me to go to Nobu in Miami. I'm going to try and fit every product into this video and give you the names and brands. First, I'll do the Drunk Elephant Bronzing Drops. Gives a good base tan. This is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Medium 6. I think it's also called Aruba, but this is the holy grail. Dealing with skin issues, this is the only foundation that doesn't make me look cakey but covers everything. This is the best and the best for your money. I use it as a contour. It's the Fit Me Concealer in shade 60. And this brush is the e.l.f. Airbrush Blender. Then I go in and brighten with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is the shade Custard. This is the Huda Beauty Powder in the color Pound Cake. And then I put this under my eyes and in my T-zone. This is the Tickle Highlight by Benefit, and I put this on the bridge and tip of my nose. This is the Chantecaille Waterproof Brow Definer. I get the shade Light Taupe. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I really like this one better than I did the Anastasia one. I'm going to show my outfit at the end, but Alexandra's here, so this is what she's wearing.
Oh. Hi guys! My top is Jessica, my bottoms are I Am Gia, and yeah, these are Naked Wolf.
Then I take this NYX white eyeliner, but I've also used a Maybelline one that works well. I don't know, I just like this for opening up my eyes. I'm going to use this In Bloom palette for my eyeshadow. I'm going to take the color Rebel and put this in my crease. I did this last night. Okay, I'm going to take a mix of a few of these colors, Flower Child, Funny Girl, and Smarty Pants. This is the Laura Mercier Blush Color Infusion in the color Sangria. I used the Kylie bronzer in Tanned and Gorgeous. Okay, and then sometimes for extra coverage, or just to make it stay, I use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Wear Powder. This is the shade 245. Then I use this Freck pen for doing little freckles. This is complicated. I try to do a little bit around the tip of my nose. Curler. Okay, the best mascara ever is the Too Faced Waterproof Better Than Sex Mascara. And it has to be the waterproof if you want your curls to stay. So I just keep doing a ton of coats until I like it. Then I take the Benefit Roller Lash and I do this on top just to even them all out and put them into place. Look at the difference.
Perfect.
I'm gonna take this color Activist and this one Smoke Show for my eyeliner. I started doing this after my mascara because I find it easier to like figure out where I want it to be placed. This is Love Trap by Charlotte Tilbury. You can find all of these products in my Amazon storefront in my bio. This is my #1 seller, the Laneige lip mask. Okay, this is my outfit. Goodbye.
All of the makeup I've posted on here so far has been pretty glam, but I want to show you what I do when I go for a natural look. So pretty much just perfecting my skin and making myself look really glowy. This is the kind of makeup that I would wear to a casting, or if I'm just like kind of stepping out for the day. Fun fact about me, I'm a very glamorous person and I post a lot of glamorous things, like my Instagram, my TikTok, all very glamorous, but in real life, I'm very outdoorsy and I spend a lot of time hiking, and most of the time I'm not wearing makeup, which is kind of funny because I don't really showcase that side of myself at all. My friends know that, obviously. Starting off, foundation. I love this Makeup by Mario foundation. This is 16C that I'm wearing, but it really just looks like skin, so I'm just going to put a little bit on. I feel like you'll see it when I apply it, that it just looks like I'm putting on more of my skin. It's kind of crazy. So going in with a damp beauty blender, like, that's crazy actually. It looks like I'm applying a filter. Like, next I take this Charlotte Tilbury balm, and I already have some on that I started blending out, but I just carve it into my cheeks. I've said this before, but I do use warmer shades and I contour with warmer shades because that works for my skin tone. I'm pretty tan all year round, and I'm just naturally very tan. I know a lot of people also ask me what self-tanner I use, but I also take some and put it on my eyes just to keep all of my makeup kind of flush and give like a little extra contour. Then I'm going to go in with this Hourglass foundation stick that is very much on its last leg. I'm due for a Sephora trip, but I'm going to just do the high points of my face and my under eyes to highlight. This isn't a shade lighter than what I would normally get, and I purposely got it to just highlight with. But I also like to put lighter shades here because it helps with the nose contour. That's going to help us a little bit later to make our nose look even more snatched. But yeah, just gonna blend this out, and I kind of create a little line right here, just to, you know, give that lifted effect that I'm always going for. And then also, I like doing my Cupid's bow and my chin. I do a little nose too. Little Morphe brush. This is Morphe M164, but I love this for a nose contour. And just so I'm not like too creamy in the face, I am gonna go in with this Glowish, what I have left of it. This is another great product, as you can tell, I love it. But this is just like a really pretty bronzer that I do all over my skin. Now let's put some color back into our lips. I'm going in with Spice by MAC, and I'm gonna overline as I always do, and make my lips look a little more round and filled. Not going as crazy overlined as I would if I was wearing a full face, but just enough so that I'm a little poutier. Last step. I always do a face mist and then my setting spray. And here it is, my Snatchel super glowy everyday glam. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls always over blush. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls are always in a rush.
I'm gonna show you guys how I did this eye look for tonight. These eyeshadows from Chanel, I'm so confused by them, but I love them. I opened it thinking it was gonna be a liquid, and it's a powder. It goes on like regular eyeshadow. I'm confused, but we're gonna try it out. I'm going to their New York Fashion Week event tonight, so let's really hope that I don't mess this up and don't look crazy. The one thing about my makeup that I can never do is eyeshadow, so if this makes it easier, then I'm going to be obsessed with these. This is shade 402, and I'm really liking this. This is not too dark for me. I want to go with like a brown, neutral, nude look tonight. They have a brown eyeliner they sent me too, so I want to try that. Wait, why am I loving this? So like lightweight and really easy to blend out. Okay. Should I try? This is shade 408, so this is a little darker. Ooh, I'm scared. Let's just do a little. 1 dot. I should probably use a brush for this to blend this out. Ooh, we're stepping it up a notch. Like, I can't blend eyeshadow for the life of me, and this is just going on really smoothly. I really can't get over this. Maybe we'll drag a little bit underneath. Okay, and then we have a brown eyeliner. Let's hope I can do this okay. That was good. I've been liking brown for my eyes because sometimes black can be a little harsh. What I'm really liking about this eyeliner is that it's like kind of sheer on here, but it's still leaving that like effect of an eyeliner, if that makes sense. I'm gonna try and do some out here so we can blend it out. A little wing. All of this is like the easiest makeup I've ever done in my entire life. It just goes on so well. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Here's the final look once I did the rest of my makeup. I am obsessed with the way it turned out, and these eyeshadows are lifesavers. Love you guys, bye.
You guys wanted a tutorial on this eyeshadow look, so here it is. Just adding a little bit of concealer on the eyes. This is our palette of choice today. It's the ColourPop Set in Stone palette. Look how pretty. Picking up the shade Gravel, and that is just going in my crease. With the shade So Chiseled, I'm just going to start kind of darkening the outer corner here and also blending it into the crease. Okay, this is the shape we're working with. Now I'm going to start laying down the shimmers, starting off with this darkest one here. And I'm just patting that on the outer corner of my eye with a flat brush. I cleaned off my brush and now I'm picking up the shade Hammer Time, and that's just going right next to the last shade. Doing the same thing with the shade Concrete. You guys, these shadows are so incredible. And finally taking the brightest shimmer, and that is just going in my inner corner. With our original blending brush, we're just going to blend that out so that there's no harsh lines. On a little tiny brush, I'm picking up the shade Steady, and I'm using that to draw a shadow wing. Blend that out. Also, I was a little messy, oops, so I'm taking some powder on a flat brush, and I'm just going to kind of use that to clean up the edge here. Picking up So Chiseled again on a tiny brush, and that is going on my lower lash line. Just added a little inner corner wing using the ColourPop liquid liner in Grande. Sephora eyeliner in Coconut on my waterline. For mascara, I'm going to go in with these two. First is the MAC Stack Mascara, and Essence Lash Princess is going on top. Popping on a pair of Kiss Ruffle lashes that I cut in half. And this is the finished look. I recently changed up my base routine and look at how good it looks, okay? This is no beauty filter. And then this is with. It looks so good. Here's how I did it. I'm starting with the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid, and I just feel like this preps my skin so well for makeup. And then I'm following that with the Barrier Restore Cream. Also, I have a sty, but we're just gonna ignore that, okay? And for the past month, I have become such an underpainter. I just feel like it's less effort trying to blend everything out, and it looks more natural, and I've been a huge fan of this Rare Beauty bronzing stick. It is amazing. It blends really easily, and you have a lot of time to work with it. You don't have to blend it out super fast. And then I just take whatever's left over and bring that down to my jawline. That looks so intense, but I swear it's gonna look better in a second. I'm just taking 1 to 2 pumps of this Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear. This is the Karen Glow formula. And I saw Hailey Bieber do this, so I really wanted to try it. I'm just mixing in like about 1 pump of the Peptide Glazing Fluid. Just gonna mix that on the back of my hand, and it's gonna look really gross, but I promise you guys, it's gonna end up looking so good. I love this foundation already, but I just feel like the Peptide Glazing Fluid just makes it a little bit lighter, a little bit glowier. Just like look at how gorgeous that's looking on the skin. And I'm just using my IT Cosmetics number 7 brush to blend that out. She is one of my favorites. I've been doing a lot of mid-tone blushing. Shout out to Makeup by Lex if you're watching. 2 cream blushes that I was loving all summer. This is the Violette FR cream blush, and then the Makeup by Mario. So basically I would just start with like a muted, like nudie pink. This is the shade Louise by Violette FR. Such a natural like flush of color. Oh, I love this. So pretty. And then I go in with a pop of pink. This is in the shade Inez. Again, I'm just picking that up with the brush, and then I'm applying that a little bit more concentrated. So, tip to make sure everything is seamlessly blended, just go back in and blend one last time with your foundation brush. For concealer, we're doing Lancome Teint Idole. I'm just applying a little bit right here. This one is really good. It's like super crease resistant. I'm also just gonna brighten the forehead and the chin a little bit. You know what? Tiny bit on the nose.
setting spray, Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm blending that out with the Hourglass concealer brush. You guys, this brush is so good. Again, taking the foundation brush and just making sure everything is blended to perfection. Like, look how good the base is looking. I've been using this powder all summer. It is the One Size Setting Powder. I'm just tapping off the excess, and we're going to push the product into the skin. I don't like to go in with too much product, literally just enough to set it. I'm gonna go over the bronzer with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. This is in the shade Luminous Bronze Light, and I'm just going over basically where I applied our cream bronzer. And then the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Luminous Flush. Oh, was that a bit much? That's okay, we're just going to blend that out. Powders are done, so I'm going to go in with another layer of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Now that the rest of the makeup is done, we're going to go in with one last layer of setting spray. And we're done.
Going nowhere, just embrace me, bitch. Always lurking on my page, you don't hate me, sis. I ain't bothering nobody, I just breathe and shit. Deep down in your heart, you wanna be like this. No ho, we don't give a fuck about those like I'm D-Lo.
If you're ever wondering why celebrities' makeup seems to look so much better than ours, stop. I'm gonna tell you how to get that look, because I just learned about how to get this look like a couple days ago, and my makeup in the last 2 days has looked better than it has in my entire life, to be honest. I like to use a mix of celebrity makeup techniques, so I always start with underpainting with some cheek and lip stain. Key here is applying it with a brush. It'll help you blend it out without staining your fingers. I use the Etude water stain. You can get it on Amazon. It's like $6. Who needs super expensive makeup products to have celebrity caliber makeup? Not me. I say as I pull out my Lancome foundation. Ignore this. You can use whatever foundation you like to use. This just happens to be my favorite. I'm not putting it directly onto our face, onto the back of your hand. You're gonna use a foundation brush to apply it. Use the brush to apply thin layers, build up the coverage so that it looks very skin-like. I like to blend like part way up my face, letting the area where I put the blush on shine through. This gives the illusion of me having perfect skin because it looks like I'm not wearing any makeup from like right here. We're gonna spot conceal a little bit, and I like to use Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Under the eyes, this is a special technique. I only put the color on my orbital bone. Take your sponge and blend out along that orbital bone, kind of lightly moving up, but don't go right underneath your eye where it would be creased. Leaving the darkness there to make it look more natural, look like I don't have any concealer on under my eyes, while still making them look really bright and fresh. See, it looks so natural. Next, we're doing a bronze balm or a bronzing stick. And no, we're not gonna apply it to our face like that. Need another brush, preferably a flat little dense one. We're gonna press it into the skin. Go to part 2.